Hi, my name is Madison, and welcome to another StarCraft 2 cast. This one again is going to be with Liquid TaeJa. He's going to be in the right center, and this time he's going to be against our red Protoss FX Opens Tier. Now, Tier, I did just look up. He is a relative newcomer to FXO, and hasn't provided too many, pretty much anything yet. But we'll see. We'll see what he can do, especially against Liquid TaeJa. This should be a good match. And PVT, always fun. Yeah, so this is my second cast. If you're skipping over this because you are the Protossiest of Protoss and don't like to watch Zerg replays, that's fine. Otherwise, I can reintroduce myself a little bit. My name's Madison. I'm from Tampa, and I'm casting some StarCraft 2, so get used to it. Yeah, I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with this, and hopefully be able to do some new stuff in the future, down the line. Down that line in the future. We do have a gateway coming up for Tier down here, and we do have the looks like a wall-in coming up for Liquid's TaeJa. Now, the wall-in is susceptible to things such as void rays. They can charge up on the wall, but on this map I don't really see it happening. The void ray would have to fly all the way around. And the air distance is pretty short, so if you did want to go air, he could feasibly just go right into the main. But we'll see what happens. We do have Liquid TaeJa putting up a second barracks by the watchtower. This is bold. This is almost guaranteed to be scouted. But it looks like TaeJa hasn't even ventured out. We do have the fast cybernetics core. This could be very bad. I apologize. This could be very bad for FXO's Tier if he doesn't scout it. He needs to scout just period. We do have an SCV running up because TaeJa hasn't scouted either yet. He doesn't know which base Tier's at, and unfortunately he's going the wrong way, but with two possible bases to spawn at, he's going to know exactly what's up, and he is pumping Marines already. So this could be a quick match if Tier can't defend it. I'm going to go ahead and take this webcam right off there so we can get a full... We have a bunker coming up right in the natural, as well as an SCV running away from a zealot. Oh, and he does pull 8 probes. He pulls 8 probes to take care of this, which is smart. Better to lose a few probes than to lose the game. So we do have probes versus Marines, though. That is not a good... not usually what you would want. He's killing some SCV... Oh, he doesn't get one. This is... Ooh, this is looking bad, but it does look like he's going to clean up still. He does get one. No, he doesn't get a Marine. He doesn't get a single Marine to the bunker, and he does get the salvage. SCV goes down, and units lost is very even. Oh, and a stray Marine from a bad rally. Barracks has to lift up and go home, and that was a lot better for Tier than it could have been. In fact, he is actually ahead. He's ahead of the game right now. Gonna get a few pot shots off at this barracks. In the meantime, we do have a second command center about a third of the way up for TaeJa, as well as 2 gases going out at the very same time. And the stalker at the front gate. Let's see, I think the most it can do is take a couple pot shots and maybe deny the expansion for just a second, but it won't do much more than that. Get the production tab back up. We do have a Twilight Council just about to finish. We'll see if we see Blink or Templar Archives or DTs coming up, I don't know. Bunker does finish. Zealot is taken out. No hull damage done to these stalkers though, so nothing terrible. We do have a barracks flying in just to scout, just to see what's going on, which is a good timing by TaeJa too, because he cancels. He sees the barracks. He cancels the Dark Shrine before TaeJa even can see it. Those DTs, get out of here. I should sign off, but no. I'm busy. Barracks looks like it's going to go down. There's no way to get that out of there. So he's going to lose a barracks here, but Does he need it? What is he gonna do? We still don't know what the strategy is gonna be. We do have 2 orbital commands right now, so we're gonna see mules, 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 and an expansion right now. Or whenever he feels comfortable. Barracks finally does go down. Does he restart the Dark Shrine? No, he starts the Templar Archives instead. We'll see maybe some Archons, maybe some Storm. Storm is always good against these good units that we call Marines. And we do have 6 of them marching across the map. Just a small squadron. We'll see what happens if he applies some pressure. We do have a Stalker going north to TaeJa's base as well. Most likely just a scout, just to see the timing of the expansion, which is still not floated over yet. We do have, it looks like maybe Banshee's going to come out, which is always irritating to deal with. A small confrontation right here. Will he get the sentry? Looks like no. He might get this. The Stalker blocks the sentry coming up the ramp. That might have been a bad choice. And he still has 1 Marine running around. He's trying to get the sentry, but it's not going to happen. We have a Raven coming out. This is interesting. Rather than a Banshee to come out, no cloak, none of that. Even though we know there's no Robo. Instead, we opt for a Raven. So we'll see what he does with this. And we do have a small transfer here of SCVs coming down. More mules, got a missile turret just in case of DTs. Storm is starting to research here for a Protoss player. And I have a feeling we're going to have a little bit of time here to sit back and relax. 2 Templars chilling out, having a conversation over here. I don't know what they're saying, but this one looks, he's standing this way, he's overseeing this, he's bored with this guy. Yeah, so we shall see what happens. A little bit of a lull period is going to come up here where they're both going to build up, both going to try and saturate their expansions, get everything going, get the 4th gas for the Protoss. Just more Templar, more Storms. We do have a Banshee coming up for TaeJa right now. Not exactly sure what he's going to do with it yet, but we shall see. Right now, the worker count is pretty much even, just 41 to 40. But the mules is going to help TaeJa so much. It's going to give him such an economic boost. Past the Protoss player. So we shall see. Just warping in a few more units here. We are working on Cloaking Field, and we are just making our forge right now. We don't have a robotics facility on the way. So we shall see what happens here. We do have the Banshee coming up. Still no cloak yet, but it is seconds from finishing. 10 seconds from finishing. 7 seconds from finishing. Will it run in immediately and try and get a few pot shots? We do only have the 1 Banshee on the field, and it runs in right now. 2 Banshees is much better for the pot shots, but oh, it's going to focus down some Templar. He's going to storm his own probes, which not the best situation. Not something you want to, not a situation you ever want to be in. And looks like we might just focus down. Still storming, but a little bit of a whiff. Oh, he kills the Banshee. But he uses almost all of his storms. He still has a couple storms left, actually. He's just storming, just crazy storms, just to try and kill this Banshee. Robo facility is only half done. We do have a cannon finishing in the line, though, so second Banshee's going to get focused down almost immediately. Units lost is still very close. This is still anybody's game, and we do have TaeJa moving out with a big army. We got a big army of Marines and tanks. Tanks do not have siege mode yet, strangely enough. We are researching, and it is about halfway done. So we'll see if he moves in before he gets siege mode or not. Looks like at the same time we're trying to take our 4th. We have the pylon set up. Or I'm sorry, 3rd pylon set up. Oh, we do have a feedback on the Raven, killing the Raven immediately before it gets a chance to do anything. And storm all over these Marines. This game, oh, it's so close. We do have the Zealots coming up, and it looks like TaeJa's army is just going to get decimated here. We do have the one Banshee that's going to still linger on after this army dies, as it does have cloaking, and we do have one observer on the way, and that is it. No more observers on the field. But the cannons are set up well. We do have a pylon blocks here for TaeJa's third, as well as the third trying to come up for tier, but it is being shot a couple pot shots from this Banshee. I do have a feeling this Banshee might go down as long as the observer can get in place here, and it does get away though. This is looking bad for TaeJa. He does have Ghost Mobius Reactor, so the starting energy coming up for Ghosts increased by 25 as soon as they spawn. Is something. We do have a few idle SCVs sitting down here, not building anything, and we have the factory, the useless factory, doing its float and scout right now. We do have very good map control. Looks like Tier's looking for that Banshee. He knows it's around somewhere, and the Banshee is going to still be able to come down. We do have more Banshee harass at the third as well. Really needs to get a cannon here just to prevent these Banshees from going cloaked. And another Banshee goes down. This is really bad for our Terran player now. He's about 1,000 resources down. Those Banshees you want to keep. You don't want to lose those. You can use they don't. You can use them with your army later in the game. You can still use them for a little bit of harassing on the back end while you're attacking. Not if they die though. We do have a confrontation coming up, and it looks like the split full. Oh, this might be a very good angle for a Protoss player if he can get a surround. And the storms are excellent as well. A little bit of a whiff there, but it's destroying the whole armies with these storms. Getting an Archon right now. We do have one Immortal in this army just for the Marauders. And it looks like TaeJa has to back off. We do have TaeJa. Look at that saturation. That is oversaturation maybe, but what are you gonna do? He just has his third up and he needs to mine the money. What he really needs to do is put down some gas. He's got barely any. We are making medevacs now. Finally getting a little bit of medevac production. We do have a factory landed. Oh, we do have a confrontation right here. Are we gonna see some more good storms? It's a little bit of a whiff. Terran's able to avoid that, and we have 2 Immortals now in this army. It looks like Tier might back out here, which was probably the good idea because we do have a good split here. 4th command center being started. Our mains are about to run out. Looks like about 400 minerals is the most that any patch has, and Terran's mined out quicker because mules. We do have a Hellion being built right here inside of Tier's base. Does he even see this, or is he just not? There's still no cannon here. He can take this Hellion and just start whacking away at High Templars or SCV, or I mean probes. And we'll see immediately when it pops out, we do have a warp in here to clean this up. He's not going to get a High Templar kill. That would be ridiculous. We do have moving out though. We do have TaeJa's army, which, even though it seems as though the Protoss might be in a better spot, and a 5th command center coming up for TaeJa, it seems as though Tier has 138 food. Oh, now 150. Look at those Protoss warpins, aren't they cute? And we do have 168 food right now for TaeJa, so supply being taken up. So TaeJa actually is in the lead still, technically, even though he's still down. Goes to show the power of the mule. We do have a drop here that is absolutely spotted, and looks like I'm not sure what he's going to do with this. If he's going to unload and distract, if he's going to unload and try and do something, but I don't think this is going to do anything. I think he needs to load up and get out of there. Still no cannon here. Still no cannon, so he's building it right now, but he's just taking shots, and he's going to force a couple storms from the High Templar. We do have Terran moving out again. TaeJa has a couple ghosts in the army here. We'll see if we can get some good EMPs. Maybe some good snipes on those High Templar. Oh, at the same time that he's moving out here, he's got 3 attacks coming. He's got a large attack, 4 medevacs going to drop right here in the main, which is going to be a huge distraction. And at the same time, we do have another attack coming out. We have 2 attacks coming at once right now, as well as the third coming down from the middle. How is our Protoss player, how is TvP going to deal with this? We do have a large chunk of the army coming down to clean up the third. A little bit of army coming down, but not enough, I don't think, to stop the destruction in his main. He's cleaning up. He got the Colossus making facility. We do have the third attack coming down right now in the natural. Colossus up, but it's going to be taken out immediately. Oh, we do. This is utter destruction right now. We do have a large flank coming in, so all of TaeJa's army is going to be destroyed right here. But at what cost? None of the expansions went down. And it looks like we're going to be cleaned up here, but yeah, units lost showed that he almost evened it up. He's still behind. TaeJa's still behind TvP a little bit, but that was crazy control right there. Look at this. 83 health out of 1,000. This Nexus went to. I can go back to this battle, this 3-pronged battle at the end of the game, and we can analyze it again. But we do have FX Host TvP coming out now. Looks like he might do an attack of his own, see what he can do, which he needs to do, as we have 5 bases up right now for the Terran player, and we just have a 4th being started. So if he lets this stay too long, he might have already let it be up too long without scouting it, and we'll see. I mean, by this point, we're still Terran's still ahead. We still have no Colossus right now on the field. Right now we're at 2-2 and 3-2 here, so there's a slight edge given to our Terran player. And I think it's going to come down to some storms. He's going to need some good storms here, or else there's no way he's going to take this. Observer sitting here so he can see everything that the army's doing. Hopefully buying him time to get this expansion up down here. We'll see if he overcommits here or not. Oh, a ton of good snipes. Tons of snipes on these. And the MP. I can't. He's just got to retreat. He's got to get out of there. And he's going to lose this Archon as well. He's just going to lose tons of army. This is Terran's strength right here, being able to follow way faster than your opponent and pick off tons and tons of units that are important. That made the spread from about 20 to about, oh god, about 50 supply. I thought TaeJa might have been out of this earlier, and it looks like he's coming back. We got some good storms coming in, reddening his army. A few snipes, you can hear them coming down, and this is spread. Ooh. Big storm, cleaning up a lot of Marauders and putting them down to pretty much the lowest amount of health they can be. But that's not going to stop TaeJa from committing here, it looks like. We do have 4 ghosts here. Still getting snipes, still getting all these snipes off on the Templars. And an EMP, you can see 4 energy, 0 shield. He's just marching in. This might be the final march. He's coming down to the natural now, and a nuclear launch detected. Is he teasing him right now? I don't know if he thinks the army's going to come through here. The ghost might get killed before the nuke gets off, but nope. Hits a couple stalkers, you know, why not? And TvP just good games right out of here. We just had too big of a frontal assault and too many ghosts coming in, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orbital commands, 5 bases. Still have the gas mining from the first base, hasn't even been depleted yet. Tons of SCVs to be transferred over as soon, but these were already pretty saturated as well. Had about 8 SCVs, getting some optimal mining for the amount of SCVs he had. Whew, wow. Still marching over, looks like we had some rally points set. This was not going to end, and I think TvP had no comeback to this. Just did not have the bases up in time. Let's go back to some of those battles. I'm not exactly sure when they happened, but that 3-pronged attack was devastating. Right here we have 4 dropships. I'm sorry, dropships. What am I playing? Brood War? Let me put my picture back up. Oh, 4 medevacs here, full of mostly marauders, a few marines. Presumably so he can take out buildings fast as well. When he gets in the main, he had 3 marauders and 10 marines up in this north position here, and then he had the bulk of his army with his 5 ghosts, 12 marauders, and 13 marines. And this just played out beautifully. It wasn't perfect. Definitely not perfect execution. He didn't get any nexus, nexi, nexel, nexu, whatever the plural of nexus is. But we do have the drop right here. Totally unexpected. Did not see this coming at all. Moves his entire army away from this position. And then boom, we have this drop coming in. If he would have focused down the nexus immediately, he would have gotten it. We do have the entire army coming to clean up this right here. And it is so close. I think the game would have been cinched right there if he got that nexus. We do still have the marauders walking away, but most of this has been cleaned up by now. And then we have the bulk of the army coming in the front. Now, if this had come in a little bit sooner, I think this game would have also been different. It didn't join the other 2 armies immediately. What an excellent storm right there. Not that the Terran player didn't win, but it still would have been a little bit different. Would have been probably a little bit more decisive right from here. Marauders are still alive here. And look at that. 42 workers killed at this point. Now, one of the biggest things here, at this point in time in the game, he didn't kill this nexus. Liquid TaeJa did not kill this nexus. TaeJa did not kill this nexus. He killed a lot of probes, though. This is true. But supply is still even. In fact, TaeJa's behind by 5. But if we looked at what he was doing on the back end of this, 5 bases up. He bought enough time for 5 bases to be up, to be constructed. Tyr hasn't even had the chance to scout the 3rd yet. Meanwhile, TaeJa, being completely insane, dropping 8 mules at a time at his 4th base. From here, the supply discrepancy should shoot up. You should be able to just destroy him, annihilate him. Yeah, yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for, but if you look at this, I mean, he's just money, and he's still able to spend it. So as we can see that at this point, he spent more on tech, more on army, and slightly less on economy, even though he's way ahead in economy. That is insane. So this was TaeJa's game. This was TaeJa's game to win, and this is again from TaeJa's replay pack. Just because it's from somebody's replay pack, that doesn't mean that they're going to be the winner. Probably more likely though, gonna be honest. But if there's a good game and they lose, they'll definitely submit it. Anyways, say what you think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Again, this is my 2nd cast ever, so please, give me some criticism. Give me some constructive criticism. Give me some deconstructive criticism. Give me some other stuff and things and stuff and some things and stuff. Like for real. Bye. See you later. I gotta get a sign off. I'll see you at the next cast. Woo!